Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the group of NPCs known as Needle Knight Leda and allies in Elden Ring. This is not technically a boss fight, but it is a challenging encounter with several NPCs that must be defeated in order to progress to the main boss of the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion, so I decided to include it anyway. So, the day has finally come where Leda decided to put her threatening words into action and actually engage in physical combat with me. Considering the monstrosities I have single-handedly slain until now, she must be a bit on the slow side of things to believe that would go well. But perhaps that is why she brings a whole group of friends with her. Apparently, the quests you have done and the decisions you have made throughout the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion affects which and how many NPCs you will have to fight here. My one real complaint with FromSoft games in general is how convoluted and easily missable quests are. I don't need to have my hand held through it all, but a simple quest log where you can reread what someone said or get a hint about where to go next would be a huge quality of life improvement. Anyway, I have apparently made things rather difficult for myself by not paying enough attention, as I would have to fight the entire group of possible NPCs, except one. The one missing is Redmane Freya, and the reason she is missing is apparently that I forgot to give her a letter from Sir Ansbach, so I suppose the missing quest log swings both ways. On the plus side, I did have Sir Ansbach available to assist me, so I didn't forget all the quests. Thylier could have been available too, but I didn't finish his questline because I hadn't figured out that I'd have to die multiple times from drinking poison. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have finished that quest even if I did know. Anyway, I had apparently somehow managed to annoy the rest of the NPCs enough that they wanted to fight me. The first one that appeared was Hornsent. I actually thought I was on good terms with him after siding with him earlier and he even helped me defeat Messmer, but apparently, he got offended because I didn't talk to him after the Messmer fight. Well, if he wanted to talk, he could have spoken up himself, the snowflake. Guess he'll learn by the sword instead. Soon after, more appeared. It is a good idea to try to focus Hornsent down fast before more joins in, and I almost managed to, but not quite. I did manage to kill him before more enemies showed up though. I also thought I was on good terms with Moore after buying a lot of his stuff and telling him not to cry over broken runes, but apparently he's a snowflake who got offended too. Good thing there are plenty of lessons left in my swords. The third one to appear was Dryleaf Dane. Now, I can understand why he has a score to settle as I whooped his robe covered behind thoroughly last time I met him. He did invite me to though, but I guess he's a sore loser. Well, he'll be really sore when I'm done with him this time. As I understand it, there is no way to avoid Dryleaf Dane being an enemy in this encounter. And then there was Leda herself, appearing last, obviously hoping her so-called allies would have finished the job so she wouldn't have to. Apparently, Leda wanted to fight because she considered me a threat to Miquella's ascension, but since I'd already passed on becoming Elden Lord in favor of frolicking around with Runni for 1,000 years, I think she's just being paranoid. Fortunately, death cures paranoia, so I was able to help her out in the end. I'm too kind, I know. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapons are the Rivers of Blood and the Uchigatana with keen affinity. I was level 223 in Scadutree Blessing 19 when this video was recorded, which I think is reasonable for this boss. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Needle Knight Leda and allies video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!